Good morning, my name is Linda and welcome here. I am so glad you're here. Today I am wanting to make some refrigerator pickles. We are not huge pickle eaters, but I have so many cucumbers in my garden. I want to use them up somehow so that they're going to stay good for a little bit longer, but that doesn't involve the whole canning process. So if you like the taste of pickles, but you are not comfortable canning or whatever the reason may be, this is the perfect recipe. They stay good in the fridge for up to 3 months at the very least. I've had mine in there much longer and they are still perfectly good and crispy and crunchy and everything. So give it a try. I am gonna make 2 jars, like the ones that you can buy in the store. I just reused them. So that is what I'm wanting to do today. So follow along. If you like pickles and you want to try something that is really quick and delicious, give these a try.
The tomatoes are doing well. It will not be long and they're going to be red. There is definitely some starting to get red already. I can't wait to have some fresh tomato sandwiches. The onions are looking good. They could maybe be a little bigger at this point, but they're looking good nonetheless. The carrots are looking phenomenal. Cucumbers are doing so well. I just picked a huge bag full again. We definitely have more cucumbers than we know what to do with, and of course the weeds are always doing phenomenal. So overall I am very pleased with how my garden is doing again this year. So I picked some peppers. I'm putting peppers into the pickles that I'm making today, the refrigerator pickles. I am putting green peppers. It does call for some red peppers. I didn't have any, so I just used green, and onions and cucumbers is what goes in there. So I am using everything from my garden. What an amazing feeling to get everything that you have grown yourself. So these are all the peppers that I picked today from my garden. Absolutely beautiful. The purple peppers and the orange peppers. So fun. And here's my haul of cucumbers. Wow, I have so many cucumbers. These plants are just producing like nobody's business. So the cucumbers have all been washed and I've already started slicing them. I just slice them into these coin-shaped slices. That's what I prefer. I don't like having huge pieces of cucumbers in the pickles. I like them this size. So here I am just slicing them all up, getting them ready to sit in a salty brine. Next up, the onions, and of course, it had to go flying. So I got this chopper a little while ago and I really liked it. I loved it so much I actually brought the original to my camper and it stays there so I can use it there when I want to make food. And I bought a second one to keep at home so I don't always have to transport it back and forth. But it makes chopping such a breeze. So at this point, I just chop up all the onions that I want and the peppers. I also did get the celery, which was from my garden as well, which I totally forgot to video. But that is all the ingredients that go in there. So once you have them all chopped up, you just put, I did 2 recipes, one with the smaller cucumbers, one with larger cucumbers. Once you have all your vegetables chopped in your bowls, you add the salt, you mix it up really well, and you let it sit for an hour and a half in the brine. Alright, so I've got my sugar and my vinegar in the pot already, and next up the recipe calls for 1 teaspoon celery seed and mustard seed. So I have my celery seed here, and because I'm doing 2 recipes, I'm going to do 2 teaspoons. Mustard seed. I'm just gonna let that warm up so that the sugar melts, and then I'm gonna pour that over my vegetables. After sitting in salt for an hour and a half, the cucumber and vegetables are gonna have a lot of liquid at the bottom. You want to make sure you drain all of that off before you put it into jars. Once you've drained it, you then pack your jars full to whatever size jars or whatever size you want, and at that point you can pour the pickling juice over the cucumbers. Just a quick side note here, I did warm up the pickle juice just enough so that the sugar could dissolve, but I did let it cool down again so that it's not steaming hot when you pour it over the pickles. You want to make sure that all the vegetables are nicely covered in the pickle sauce, pickle juice, whatever you want to call it. And as you can see here, I had not made quite enough, so I did make a little bit more pickle juice to go on top of this, just to make sure that the cucumbers are covered properly. Once your jars are full and your pickles are covered, you are then ready to put the lids on and put them into the refrigerator, and that is it. That is literally all there is to it, to making these pickles. And bonus, they get to just sit in your fridge and you have them ready anytime you want, and they are absolutely delicious. And you also don't need to put them into a jar. I have put them into like a small ice cream pail or like a sour cream container or whatever size container you want. You can put it into anything, because it doesn't get frozen, it doesn't get canned. It literally just sits in your fridge, so it's fine in whatever container you put it into. So of course, the next day I had made a tuna casserole and I had to try the pickles with it, and as expected, they were so good. I just love the crunch and the little bit of tartness from the vinegar. So there you have it, a super easy and really good pickle recipe. Let me know if you tried, and if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe and hit the bell notification so you know when I post a new video. Be blessed!